Hello! In this video, we are going to look at types of numbers. There are 6 types of numbers. The first one we are going to look at is called natural numbers. These are called natural numbers because we use these numbers for everyday counting. So the numbers from 1, 2, 3, and so on are called natural numbers because we use these numbers for every day to count things. And the symbol we use to represent natural numbers are this big bold letter N. The next type of number we have is called whole numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but natural numbers and 0. So if we include 0 as well in this natural number set, then it becomes whole numbers. And the symbol we use to represent whole numbers are this big bold W letter. Next we have integers. Integers are nothing but natural numbers, but it goes on the negative direction as well. So things like 1, 2, 3, and it goes on. And on the other direction, it includes 0 as well. And then it goes like -1, -2, and it goes on. So this is integers. Next, we have rational numbers. Rational numbers are any numbers that can be written in a fractional form. What is fraction? Fraction has two parts. One is numerator, and then we have denominator. If both numerator and denominator are integer, then this is rational number. So for example, if we write 1/2, then this is a rational number. We cannot have 0 for denominator. 0 not allowed. So 1/0 is not a valid number. Say -5 is also a rational number. You may ask why, because it doesn't have any fractional form. But we can actually rewrite this in a fractional form. For example, -5 can be written as -5/1, or we can also say that it is 5/-1. Because these are valid fractional form, we can call these as rational number as well. One important thing is, rational number can have repeating decimal values. For example, if we say 100/3, then in decimal form, this is going to be 33.333, and it's going to continue forever. So this is also a valid rational number. One side note here is, if we have numbers like this with repeating decimal values, then we can simplify that using this notation. If we put bar above a number or set of numbers, then it means that that number or the set of numbers are repeating forever. In this case, we have 3, and 3 is repeating forever, so we put bar on top of 3. Next type of number that we have is irrational number. Irrational numbers are any number that we cannot express using this fractional representation. So for example, if we take a number like pi, the value of pi is 3.14159, and it goes on forever. And this is not going to have any repeating pattern either. So this type of number are called irrational numbers. Remember, one important thing that we need to keep in mind is that an irrational number cannot have repeating numbers in its decimal part. If it does, then it's not a rational number. The final type of number, which includes every possible number that you can think of, or every possible number that we have in the number line, are called real numbers. Real numbers again goes from -infinity to +infinity, but it includes all the decimal numbers as well. It's not just a whole number like these countable numbers. It's going to include every possible decimal numbers as well. When I say decimal numbers, we have infinitely many decimal numbers between 1 and 2 itself. So it's going to include all those numbers. So every number that you can ever imagine are part of real number. So this diagram here clearly represents how numbers are composed. If you look at here, real number includes every other numbers that we can think of. Then we have a separate set of numbers called irrational numbers. And then we have another set of numbers called rational numbers. See, there is no overlap between rational and irrational. And within rational number, we have integers. And within integers, we have whole numbers. And within whole numbers, we have natural numbers. Remember, whole number is just a natural number and 0. Hope this makes sense. Thank you for watching. That's it for now. Bye.